All right, welcome back. It's Monday, and we moved everything over here to Reactive Zone, and we are just doing a quick contract here. This 6 solar panels that we brought over all the way from the dock with the W990, we're gonna just go turn that in right away because this gets this truck over by the garage. But today's goal is we're going to essentially work on Oviro, and I chose the Tayga because A, I haven't used the Tayga in a long time, and B, I kind of wanted to prove that it's still not a bad truck even not upgraded. It's kind of weak, going up hills, a little bit rough. You can feel it struggle. It doesn't have the lift, so it doesn't have the big tires. So I mean, it has its weaknesses obviously, but it's still a pretty darn good truck to start the game, and also to kind of talk about if it belongs, I guess, as a vanilla truck, which we'll talk more about later. But so that's sort of my thoughts on the I do like using the Tayga, and I kind of missed using it, and I wanted to just kind of use it for an entire episode, and that's what we did. We took it over, did a bunch of Oviro contracts. There's 4 left. Toxic waste, which we have the 4 toxic waste containers, which we'll get to in a second here. And then clear picture, which is the 3 bricks and the 3 solar panels. And then it's all connected to, which is the last big trailer with the metal beams and metal rolls from the warehouse. And then technically there's sort of a 4th where we take the 3, I guess it's not really even 4, it is just 3 left. But we do need to take 3 metal rolls back with us, which we kind of come up with a very creative plan for. So this is this contract here, turn in these 6. This does something kind of interesting. I'm setting it down here, and it kind of like levitates after I turn everything in. And I'm like, uh-oh. It's like stuck there, and it did pack at least, though. So that one's done. Now we're in the Tayga, where we left it, sort of. We picked up those 4 in a previous episode at the nuclear warehouse. Or nuclear, I guess it kind of is a nuclear warehouse. At the nuclear facility power plant, and picked up these 4 off the ground. We're headed over to Oviro, and we're going to kind of skip ahead a little bit just to shorten the trip. The magic of editing. So here we are crossing the bridges. Basically got from the northeast down to the bridges, and now we're headed over to the main warehouse here, which is where this turns in. So this is apparently a big waste facility because we turned in a bunch of garbage here. Now we're also turning in some toxic waste. But this leads us into the next contract, clear picture, because we have to pick up those 3 bricks that are still in Ghost Town. So we'll get to that here in a second. Turn this guy in. This is the good area of Oviro. There's a lot of that I get into later that I just don't like about Oviro. There was a spare trailer here that I realized that we never got rid of, so I just deleted it. We're not going to use it. We do that a couple of times here. So yeah, we just take the railroad tracks over to the ghost town. Could have went this straight as well and taken that dirt road up, but I decided let's just take the railroad tracks. And go over here. There's 2 spots left that I had to activate it so I could see which ones were the ones. So there we are, clear picture, 3 solar panels, 3 bricks. We grabbed I think there's 1 at this first one and 2 at the second one. Yep, 1 there. I don't know what's left at that one, probably wood planks or something. There's definitely no metal beams left there. Whatever it is, we're not going to use it because we're not coming back after this episode. So we got our 3 bricks. This was the one that I thought originally we were going to have to maybe bring a brick. I thought there was only 2 left, but there was 3. So that worked out. And then the solar panels are right at this warehouse that we were just at. I just didn't want to load them to go up all the way here. Figured we had to come back through anyhow. So because you have to go back south to cut across from left to right. Only way across is those bridges. So we pick up 2 here, and then I just overload 1 onto the roof, which works surprisingly well in the Tayga. nice and flat. And this is where we'll leave it. We'll catch up in a sec. Okay, we are back. And I had a little mishap. I tipped the fuel truck as we were leapfrogging it around, so I had to go rescue it. It wasn't too far behind. So we're just kind of moving things into places that I think we can use it. But yeah, this was a little detour, but I gotta say the Tayga's doing well. It's still a good truck. Okay. Back on the hood with you. This works out actually really good on this because the lights are actually not something that interferes with this, but the exhaust is. So this muzzle exhaust that I have on here kind of prevents it from going to the left, and pinching it gets it kind of flat. See, like it just kind of goes over the lights and ignores it. So I think what we're gonna do, gotta deliver this. Oh, of course, it's gonna be night again. I wasted too much time flipping vehicles. That's okay. I think we're gonna try, because we need to take those 3 metal rolls back with us. And that's for the Monumental Science contract. That is partially done already. We took the 2 metal beams. We need 3 more metal rolls, and then we need 2 cement, which we're going to grab from over there. And then the It's All Connected 2, which is what we're going to try and work on after this, needs the 2 other metal rolls and the metal beam, the 1 metal beam. So I think we're going to just load the 5 metal rolls in the trailer and then overload the single metal beam, even though it doesn't really... I don't know if it's going to sit that well on top of the rolls, but I think we might try and like suffer it out or like drop it somewhere. I don't know, we need it for the quest. Trying to think if we could like, it's another way we could do it. We could drop off the 2 metal rolls by the gate on the way over and then pick them up again on our way through. I just don't want to go back up the hill back to the warehouse. So I think we're going to at least take them part of the way towards Reactive Zone. And we could always just like take 2 out, throw them on the ground, and put the metal beams in. That would work. And then pick them up on our way back out. I don't think we're going to get that far today anyhow, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, I would like to try and find and get that trailer. I got to figure out a path for that yet too. That's sort of the reason I don't like Oviro, in a way, I guess, is there's not really a way across on the top of the map. So like to go from the right side to the left side, you have to go across the bottom by the railroad tracks and the bridges. Like that's your only way across the map. Vertically, it's pretty okay. There's multiple paths, but then like navigating left to right again on like the right side and the left side, there's a lot of like cut off passages that you just can't get through. And it sort of makes it annoying. And I don't really think we're going to try and find a path that maybe P16 and the huge trailer can get up. That's like through trees. But I'm going to say I doubt it. We're just going to have to go around. P16 suffers going uphill worse than this thing does loaded, so if this can't make it, then the P16 definitely can't make it. So I guess we'll see. I do like this map though. I like the area. I like the... Again, it's a very visually pleasing area. Cool place. Now there's a lot of like what I would call like dock warehouses in North Carolina, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. This one's sort of not a dock, it's more like a train station. But it is sort of right by the river that runs through this map. Alright, home stretch. So we do still have our scout up here, as I stated before. And it does have a little bit of fuel, so if I feel like I need fuel, I think we can grab fuel. And if I feel like it also has some repair points, I know I used some of it, but it does have some repair points, and it does have tires, I believe. I don't know how many, but worst case scenario, if something happens, because this vehicle doesn't have a tire and the P16 doesn't have a spare tire, so we do have the fuel truck has one, it's the Ankh, and it's got its one spare tire, and then we do have this Scout here as well. So yeah, that's the goal, is to try and not pop tires, of course, but you never know. See if it does that weird thing again where this solar panel floats. It was sort of weird when I turned in those 6 solar panels. So I did the same thing. I just went and set it down on the back of the truck here and see what happens. Nope, not this time. Okay, 6 more pieces of cargo gone. I wonder if I drained all the fuel. We're gonna find out. I think I did. I think I drained all the fuel from the generator that was up here. I don't know if I got rid of the generator or not, though. Maybe I did. If there is some fuel in it, we're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna use it up. Because this, like I said, I'm planning on this being the last time I come to this warehouse. We don't need metal roads for anything else. We don't need metal beams for anything else. Except for the 3 that I'm going to take out of here to Reactive Zone, and the 2 metal rolls for this next contract. I need to switch the contract when we get up here too. Thing is pretty thirsty with the base engine too, isn't it? I feel like it used to not be as much, and they tuned it to use a little bit more fuel. That's pretty high. Pretty high fuel usage. I got an idea. We did leave it here. That means there might be fuel in it. Let's see. Fuel. Nope, I didn't. Okay, well, let's say goodbye to that. We don't need it anymore. I should have probably looked at this first, but to make sure like they didn't magically disappear. Okay. So let's do what I want to do first. I want to do the metal rolls so I can place the other metal rolls in between these metal rolls. That's the plan, because they do kind of sit well in between. So 1, 2, 3, a metal beam in the back, and then a metal roll on the loading platform, and let's see if we can actually crane it out of here. Hopefully. Looks like it. That was my only concern after I pressed the delete button on the generator. I was like, I really hope that this isn't one of those, but I had one extra, so I figured we could test it with one. Come on. Wiggle that way. And wiggle that way. See if I can push it without knocking it off. Sort of. Okay, that should work. And then, oops. Wrong buttons. Typical me. Get this one, and we'll do the same thing, but in the front one here. And these kind of do sit here pretty well. Once that one settles, hopefully it'll settle. Turn a little bit. See if I can get this one. Oh. There we go. That's how I want it to sit. Sort of kind of halfway wedged in there, but okay. So let's restore crane, and then let's take a let me shut the engine off. So the fuel truck is now here, so I could go back around and go this way, but I think there is a way down like here. I believe I came up here with a scout before. The question is am I going to lose all my metal rolls going down this way? But that makes it very short, because this is the actual contract that we want to do, and it's right there. So if we like come down this way, and maybe like veer left here like this, kind of looks like we might be able to get through to down here like that. And then work our way up to here. And that's it. Yeah, let's just take a look and see what it looks like. It's of course the middle of night now, so fantastic. Fantastic. Should I get some fuel? No, I think we'll be okay. And worst case scenario, I think I'm gonna just bring the fuel truck to it if something gets super dangerously low, but we're just gonna plan on rolling back to the fuel truck on fumes. Yeah, that one's settled already. Perfect. Okay, so let's see if we can get down here without losing these extra metal rolls. Because if we can, then I don't need to like drop these off somewhere. I can just unpack and repack and this looks really bouncy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we're losing it already. We're losing our truck. Let's get forward here a little bit. Okay. Definitely want the... This could be a couple of times of doing this. This is actually the better way to do it, I think. Get up there. If I can get it upside down. Like that. That's not how I wanted it, but that's, I think, how it's just gonna be. There we go. Come on, get into spot. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it just settled right into place. Which I do need to turn right. Oh, I don't like that. Are we stuck? Yeah, we definitely need to turn that way. Don't flip. Ooh, that's a steep. Come on. This is definitely not a P16 route. I don't have to come up this way either, but... I think we found the path that I was trying to find. I should have cut earlier. Yeah, I think we'll be okay on fuel, maybe. If not, like I said, we'll just bring the fuel truck to us. I'm just gonna go into the mud because I want to be tilty with this extra stuff. See, I mean, this thing with the base engine can do this. It just is, it's a little weak with it, that's all. I think the off-road gearbox definitely helps. It doesn't help with the fuel economy issue, but it is what it is. Tayga at least has a good amount of fuel. It's 88 gallons, so got a larger fuel tank. Which also makes it a really good beginner game truck. We gotta go left up here, yeah. Take this wide so we don't get tilty. Like if I was in high here, it probably would bog out. Probably wouldn't be able to maintain high with this motor and this load, but it's managing. And in all honesty, it's one of the only trucks that I have that actually have mud tires. This and a fuel truck. And scouts, I guess, but those don't count. This isn't expeditions. Scouts don't count in this game. Alright, that was a good plan. I was kind of thinking we were going to have to dump these two off somewhere. Just so we didn't, like, lose them, but carrying them with us worked out. One little flip, but that's okay. Lost one of them, but just picked it up and continued on. Alright, which one does it go to? I'm going to pick the wrong one. It's going to be the right one. I'm going to pick the left. Yep. Called it. Alright. Let's unpack and repack. And we'll just get this out of the way for now. And we are going to cut. And I'm going to go get the P16. Show you what I got going on here at the Reactive Zone garage, I guess. So we got rid of the big fuel tanker. We have very little fuel left in this thing, but I'm just going to top off real quick since I'm trying to sort of use it up, I guess. I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave that little tiny bit to like top off vehicles at the very end. And then we're going to drive one fuel truck or whatever fuel trucks need. Oh, I wanted to go this way. Drive whatever fuel trucks need to be refilled to the gas station, which is right down here. And stop engine. Need to repair this thing. I don't know what the condition of the tires are, but this needs repair for the rest of it. But yeah, and then we can just top everything off because there's a gas station right there. You can just cut through this field here, go to the gas station, come back. So that's the plan in the end. Consolidation will be out of this garage. Because everything's here, actually. I did bring everything over. Actually, I think the White Western Star might be in the other garage, but that's okay. We can have one not fully repaired vehicle and one not fully topped off vehicle, maybe. I think it might be, I don't know. We'll take a look. I guess if it's really damaged, I could just pay to repair it as well. But... So let's get over here and see what we can do with getting this trailer up. And like I said, this is the goal of the episode, so we should have time to get this going. And I still gotta figure out if I want to take it around or we'll see. I always see people going through this mud pit and struggling, and I don't know why they don't just go like this. Just hug this tree, break this fence, and avoid that mud pit altogether. There is a way through this stuff, but there's a lot of stumps. Ooh. There's a lot of stumps. Smash. Yep, there's one. Found it. Can I sneak through this with this huge truck? Yep, there's another stump. So you gotta watch out for stumps when you go through here, but you can sneak through this field instead of going through that mud hole, but it's probably ill-advised just because of the quantity of stumps, and if you got a big trailer or even a small trailer, it's probably not fun to go through here either. But for science, for showing you guys that there is a shortcut through there, that's the only one I've found. See, I think what I'm gonna do, we'll take a look at the map when we get in here. There is like a possible path up, but it looks really tight, and it's a P16 and it's probably going uphill with a huge trailer. So I think we're just gonna try and turn this trailer around and take it sort of on like a S-curve path. There's sort of like a bit of a windy path around to get up here to this turn in, but I think we'll be okay. I think if we just go around, it should be the easier route. But this is the last big trailer. It's also the OG trailer, like the Michigan construction equipment trailer. Okay, so I want to go this way because the trailer is right here. Okay, if we zoom in, I can see it. It's right there, and it's clearly facing to the right. Okay, I'm thinking we need to turn it around and go this way There's really, like, this is clearly not a way up. Not for a P16 at least. I was going to say we could maybe go this way and then come down, but it looks like there's just too many trees. And that doesn't really help us because it puts us on the same path. Where's our turn in? Our turn in is over here. Okay. So there's not really a little bit of water here, but that's okay. P16 should be able to handle that. As long as it's not like tight and rocky. That's the big ones that I'm trying to look for. Here's one that's kind of rocky. Hopefully it's not terrible. Like this is a path, but this is just a, there's no way up or down from that. So this will take us right past our fuel truck. And then that's kind of why I placed it there, thinking we might need fuel by then. And that'll also give us fuel on the way out for this truck. And then we just zigzag our way up that same hill that we came up. And if we do need help, we can just detach the Tayga and give it help. Just like so. I think that's going to be our path. Like I said, I didn't really want to try and find, like, there might be a way through the bottom. Not really. Looks like there's too many cliff edges everywhere. Like, everywhere has got a cliff edge, right? Like this maybe. This might be a path. But that doesn't really help us either. Then we got to find a way up to this one. So yeah, instead of like making it a nightmare, we'll just take our time and follow the windy path around. I do have something special in mind for the final episode of the series. Of season 12. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to have to find out. I do have an idea, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. Yeah, I think we should, because this will leave us 3 days this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday episodes to finish out Reactive Zone. Now, Reactive Zone still has 28 pieces of cargo to deliver. And some of them are large, but we also now have 3 trucks that have long 5-slot trailers once we're free of this other one. And we also have the power of editing, as always. So I think we'll get it done on Friday. I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we gotta get this thing flipped around. Can I get it towards me? Oh, it's just coming. It's coming whether I want it to or not, as soon as I hooked up to it. Get it flipped upright. There we go. Flip back over. And get it. There we go. Okay, I think... Oh, no. It's gonna tip again. Alright, can it? Oh, nope. Alright, let's get it flipped. I gotta... try and get it somewhat upright for me to get underneath it. Nope. It ain't gonna stay, is it? Why don't we... Oh, nope. Nope. Let's now see if we can get underneath it. It's going to be like severely jackknifed, but kind of thought this was going to be the hardest part of getting this thing turned. Ooh, we got it. Okay. Now let's just not flip us. And we need to have some leverage for ourselves. Oh, that's not what I want. I want you to come this way. Okay, we gotta detach. Get forward a little bit and then see if we can maybe give it a yank. I had to get myself free. There we go. Get it turned a little bit more. Come on, P16, you got this. I believe. There we go. There we go. Now let's get up the hill a little more, see if we can get it turned the rest of the way. See if we can use the winch. This is the good winch. It's almost there. Almost where I need it so I can get it up the hill. I guess let's try that. Okay, and we have a nice little tree for us to attach to and help us. Okay, we need another winch point. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Perfect. Okay. Now the rest is following blue.gps and not flipping over it. Uh-oh. And I have range on that one. Come on, let me up here. Yeah, let's back down a little bit and try that again. Get a different angle. The problem I'm having is this gap. And no tire traction currently in the gap. I love that these little twigs are like the most invincible things. Oh, come on, P16. Don't let me down now. Can we use that big tree maybe? That was not the one I wanted. There we go. Just got to get up this hill. Got it. Got it. Yeah, this is definitely not an easy path. But it is a path. It's about as good as it's gonna get with this truck. We might look into, there is obviously several trucks I can buy because I'm level 30. That can do high saddle. Mind you, the Fem can do high saddle as well, I guess, but we might buy something. We might buy something going into the next one. We'll see what season 11 brings, I guess. Cool view. I'm glad it turned back to daytime. You can see where I'm going. There's our turn-in mark. This is gonna cause me grief right here, watch. Nope. Thought it was gonna. Ooh. I was thinking it was gonna get a little tippy there. I didn't think it would go that far, but I guess when you're talking, I mean, obviously the P16 is a very, you know, Michigan truck, right? But the Tayga is also like a first 3 truck, right? And a lot of people will just go and get the Tayga. So in that respect, is the Tayga per se a vanilla game, you know, truck? Is it something that you would consider it a very strong vanilla truck, obviously, but it's not upgraded, so it's not that good. But I mean, I guess I would consider it a, like, pre any expansions. I guess Tayga was, or Tamir was sort of an expansion, because it wasn't out at the very beginning of the game, and then they added it, and then they added the Rift. So I don't know, maybe it was like free expansion, I guess. You want to consider it that way? See, like here looks like I could maybe go down, but like, yeah, with this trailer, no way. And then I'd have to like find a way up to the next path. This will definitely be the episode. Hopefully it doesn't go too long. If it does, I'll come up with something. Making it through. So far, the rocks have not been bad as I smash my engine. I think this is where our fuel truck is, which means we're almost there. Yep. Signifies almost the end. Good thing, that was a good spot for it. It was getting low. Kind of figured that was about where I'd be. And it's sort of a centralized spot in case I needed to meet something else. So yeah, then we just have some cleanup. We just need to, which allows me to do this not on camera. I can take these trucks back to do the boring cleanup stuff, you know, take these all back to Reactive Zone. Because we got this, the Ankh, the Scout that's been here forever with its trailer. We'll take that back. Clear everything out. Because we are officially done with Oviro after this turn-in. And we have the 3 metal rolls we need from here for the other task in Reactive, so yeah, we definitely do not need to come back. Come on, get up there, P16. There we go. Hills. Go, go, go. There we go. Got another one coming up here. Yep, need a little bit of help. It still can't get up hills. That looks like a tire popping crevice. We went over that with the... And again, that had mud tires. We'll just make sure. Yeah, okay. We're good. Swing this kind of wide. We don't clip that rock. We're probably still clipping the rock. Yep. Yes, we are. That is not a firm winch point. Is there a good tree? Yeah, how about this way? Nope. That was not a firm winch point. There we go. That's the one I want. Yep, that's all it needed. A little coercion over that rock. Come on. Get in there. Cutscene. Sweet. It's all connected. Okay, so that's it. We are done with Oviro. We need to get these 4 trucks that are right in this general area out of here. We're going to shut this off. We're going to close it out here. I'm going to grab the Scout 800, I think, because I just haven't driven it in a while and I kind of want to drive it. And we're going to get the heck out of here. So, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.